Hello guys, welcome to another video. Team7 in Tensura by he_who_remains. Chapter 19. Enter Guy Crimson Kakashi Pav. After listening to Sasuke's words, even I was in a state of dismay. Although it sounds exaggerated, it seems true from what we have seen till now. We couldn't even use our power to its fullest. There is no chakra here, but I can't say I have died before using a jutsu. I asked Sasuke to follow me and we came near an old tree. These kinds of trees just fall after being punched into our world. It's not that I don't trust Sasuke, I just want to confirm with my own eyes that the tree doesn't fall. This will be the main thing to discuss in the upcoming meeting. After this, I brought my hand in front of my chest and used Reikiri. Although it drains a lot of chakra, this is the best I have in my arsenal right now. The jutsu focuses on one point of impact, so it can either make a hole in the tree or, like Sasuke said, nothing would happen. And as one would expect, the latter was true. There wasn't any scratch on the tree and my hand was almost burnt due to the backlash. This just proves Sasuke's point. Either this world is durable or there is a barrier that prevents the attack to damage the foundation of the things. This has to be the main topic of discussion other than meeting the Demon Lord. There are also a few things that have to be cleared, like how they revived us, and what was the drawback of this. I don't believe that there would be none. We are talking about death after all, and if there is really no drawback, can we also use it? I came to our next destination, the meeting room with Sasuke in tow. There were so many questions in my mind that there is a chance that it will explode, but before entering I bumped into someone. The person has fiery red hair or crimson hair. He is a handsome man with blood-red eyes with stars of gold and silver dancing in them. It won't be a mistake to call him one of the most handsome. Although I may be biased, but there won't be anyone as handsome as him apart from the leader here. Is he handsome or beautiful? Kakashi. I am sorry, I wasn't paying attention to the surrounding. It's okay. I am Guy Crimson, by the way. He introduced himself in that name. It seems like I have heard of him somewhere, but there is nothing that coming to my mind right now. Guy. You all are the people who came from the other side of the gate. You don't look like much. Are you sure you are not weak? He is just blatantly calling us weak like everyone else here, but I guess that's true from their perspective. We are just weak pebbles on the ground. After thinking so much on the way, I came to the conclusion that we are just weak as that little girl destroyed mountains, according to Shikamaru. That means that this world is 1,000 times more durable than our own world. I can see that Sasuke is trying to say something to me, just as I was about to ask him what was going on. Guy grabbed my chin and lifted my face to a level with him. This position is like he was trying to kiss me as he was looking deep into my eyes. A voice called, Rimuru. Guy. He let go of my chin and I breathed a sigh of relief. I don't know what he was planning, but it won't be anything good. One thing I am thankful of the leader here. Guy. Rimuru, I have been looking for you. Rimuru. Don't lie, Guy. If you were truly looking for me, then you will have come to me directly. You remember they are my guests. Guy. Oh. You break my heart, Rimuru. I was just teasing him for fun. You know how life can be for us. How is Velzar doing? Rimuru. She is doing all right and doing fine. I don't think she is angry with you anymore. Well, now that you have come, let's go to the meeting room. Listening to them, there is a chance that they are friends or acquaintances. It's good as that guy doesn't give me a good feeling. I turned towards Sasuke to ask what he was so worried about. Kakashi. What happened, Sasuke? Sasuke. That person just now. There is a high possibility that he is the Demon Lord Guy Crimson. Kakashi. Are you serious? Not just two, there are 3 Demon Lords that are friends with the leader here. The worst of all, there are still 2 true dragons. Sasuke. I don't know the detail, but last night Flamia said that there is a Demon Lord that has crimson hair, and just after the first meeting I heard the name of Guy from the Pixie and the leader here. After listening to it, yes, there indeed was something like that, but as that was unnecessary, I haven't paid much attention to it. Flamia also said that he is also the most important Demon Lord, and now he is walking carefree here. Kakashi. We shouldn't come to conclusions like this. Let's go and discuss things first. As we entered through the door, we saw many people as previously and some new faces like the Pixie and the red-haired. As we took seats in the place of the people who came with us, the leader stood up and said the words that would officially begin the meeting that was interrupted last time. Rimuru. Now that everyone has come, I would like to formally apologize for what happened to you all. The spar was not meant for causing harm to anyone's self-interest. Also, there are a few other people that are in the audience here that would also attend this meeting. They are Demon Lord Guy Crimson and Ramirez. Kakashi's sad face. Oh damn, Chapter 20 Curiosity Third Person POV. As the sun was blazing and setting toward the west, the meeting between the Tempest Federation and the Elemental Nation is at its peak. The tension in the meeting room is high and the Elemental Nation is praying for the best outcome as this meeting will decide the fate of them. Shikamaru's POV. What is this madness? Like one demon lord wasn't enough, there are 3 more. If each one is half that demon girl's power, there would be a catastrophe. I would be lying if I said I wasn't scared, but most of all I am worried about my village. The demon that entered from the start is looking at us like we are some kind of prey and he is a predator. It's unnerving and scary, to be honest. I am not the only one who is being uncomfortable here. Other than him there is also a small demon lord that is literally a pixie. She is so small that she could fit in the pockets of the flak jacket. I don't know if there is a standard to become a demon lord apart from strength, as she doesn't look all that powerful. She is also reading a book with a blonde-haired dude, who is wearing a jacket that is recently becoming popular in the Leaf Village. I can say he is a powerhouse just by looking at him, and also there is his introduction that says it all. He came barging into the room before everyone was settled and shouted, "I am the great storm dragon Veldora Tempest Kahahaha." This just proves that he is one of the true dragons. I have learned from whatever short time I have spent here that even one true dragon is a natural calamity. Their power exceeds that of a demon lord, and only a few select demon lords are crazy enough to stand up to them. This nation is messed up. How can there be other nations in this world if this nation has the war power to take over the world? They are the powerhouse, and I don't think there would be anyone who would be powerful enough to stand up to them. This just leaves 2 options. Either they are a very friendly and peaceful country like pacifists, or they are hiding the fact that there are other countries, maybe they are controlling them from the shadows. What a drag, though even after thinking so much there isn't an answer I came upon. As the saying goes, power tends to corrupt and absolute power corrupts absolutely. I am not the kind of person who would leave the future to a stroke of luck. I would say that people on this side of the world are happier either because they haven't experienced enough wars like us or because they have everything given to them from birth. I have heard that there hasn't been a large-scale war for more than a decade, although I doubt that someone would be stupid enough to challenge them to it. Maybe listening to my thoughts, the red-haired demon looked in my direction, although I don't know what he wants, but there is a high chance that it won't be good. After staring at me for more than 10 seconds he spoke. "Guy, you are a curious one, aren't you? Don't you know the saying, curiosity killed the cat?" I couldn't help but shiver at the words of the demon. He is terrifying, although it's my fault that I am distracted from the meeting that will decide our fate, but it's in Naru's blood to be curious. Even my father was like this. I can't help with that. It's a good thing that the leader of the nation has come to my rescue, or else I don't know what I would have answered about this comment. Rimuru. That's enough, Guy. Give him a break. His mental fortitude is down, or rather lacking, after being the spectator of the death battle between Milam and his companions. Guy. You are no fun, Rimuru. I was just teasing him. I have got my eyes on someone else. Third person POV. He said and looked over to Kakashi-sensei and Sasuke, although his eyes were set on the former. Seeing his eyes fixed on him, Kakashi couldn't help fidgeting. This just goes to show that he is completely interested in the potential Kakashi could achieve. This action in the eyes of other people was extremely uncomfortable. They wanted to raise their voice but couldn't say a single word. As for the people of Tempest, they were watching the show in amusement. Rimuru was waiting for anyone to question why Guy was there. If there won't be a question, he was ready to answer, but there will be a great deal of disappointment for him. Finally, Sasuke couldn't help it anymore and said, "Sasuke, why is someone who is not part of your nation present in this meeting room? The portal is in your nation. This matter should be handled by you. It is inappropriate behavior to stare at people like that in a meeting." Sasuke's POV. I have said what I have to. Just after the words left my mouth, the demon looked at me with the same interest as he saw Kakashi. I don't know what will happen next, but the words were true. So I am just aiming for a stroke of luck in which the leader here be sensible and doesn't let these words to heart. Apart from that, the demon was laughing and said, "Guy. Ha ha ha, Rimuru, did you see him? He has the guts to speak to me even in this situation. It's truly interesting, even you couldn't do that." Rimuru. That's because you were about to kiss me, Guy. That was an embarrassing situation. I don't like guys. Guy. You really break my heart, Rimuru. You know I can change into a woman, and I would be a beautiful one at that. Rimuru. Either you sit quietly or I would have Diablo accompany you for a week. Diablo. It won't be great if I couldn't follow the great Rimuru-sama, but if it is an order I would happily follow. I could see Guy unconsciously shudder at seeing the expression of Diablo, who was smiling menacingly. But my true thoughts were, what's wrong with these people? There is an important meeting going on and they are having a fun time pulling our leg. Looking at others, they too have the same thought. Apart from silencing the demon, the leader looked at us and said, Rimuru, I am sorry, it can't happen. Although it's my property and the land I rule is my land under the pact. The reason Guy is in this room is because he is the mediator of the world himself. I am still confused as to what a mediator is. Like he is a demon lord, why would he be a mediator? There are so many questions in my mind right now, but the one with the most urgency one was asked by Sakura. Sakura, pardon me for asking, but what do you mean by the mediator of the world? Rimuru, you asked the correct question. Guy, would you like to answer the question yourself? Guy, as Rimuru said, I am the mediator of this world. Like the one who makes the balance of the world, I am in charge of supervising the world. To see that one person doesn't have more power than the other. This position was offered to me by our god or Lord Veldanava himself. The only thing that was left to deal with was a god.